Thanks a lot, guys. Drew Brees joins us here in Jacksonville. I know it's always hard watching this game, but you got to be impressed by the way this team is winning in different ways the past month.
Yeah, just find a way to win, right? And, listen, we knew this was going to be a hard-fought battle. Jacksonville's done some really good things this year. Obviously, they have the ability to be pretty explosive on offense. Gardner Minshew, I think, has given them a big spark, and obviously we know they can run the ball with Fournette. And so, listen, defensively, we knew they were going to be, geared up, ready to play. And I think we didn't run the ball as well as we wanted to, I think, early on. But felt like it was only a matter of time, especially in a game like this, a tough physical game, and then, kind of a warm, humid day like it was today that, you just got to keep grinding, right? Keep grinding, and then all of a sudden late third quarter, fourth quarter, those, 2-yard runs are all of a sudden turning into, 5- and 6-yard runs. And so I think we had about 90% of our rushing yards there in the second half. And so that was impressive. Just all the way around. I mean, when we needed to make some plays, we made plays, put together some nice drives there at the end of the game. And then, of course, the third down throw from Teddy to Jared Cook was a big play in that game.
When you come back, how much fun is it going to be playing alongside a defense that's playing this well for this football team?
Defense had another stellar performance today. And, for me, typically I don't get to watch the defense, right? Typically I'm sitting there, looking at the tablet, studying the previous drive and then getting my mind prepared for the next series. So being on the sideline, though, not going in there, I've had a chance to really watch them. And just the maturity and the level of communication between guys and then obviously the energy and physicality that they're playing with right now. Man, there's a strong belief over there. There's a strong confidence, and we feed off one another too. And so I think when they've needed to step up and make plays this year, man, they have done it. They talked in here at halftime about going to get a turnover in the first drive. They go get a turnover, right? Just knowing what that does, what that means in a game like this when it's such a hard physical game.
You told me a week ago you're not going to rush back just for the sake of playing. What's your status compared to last week in terms of progress? You feel some progress compared to last week?
Absolutely. I think just the way that it feels, the way that it functions, level of strength, level of flexibility, and stability. And then just, starting to ramp up the throwing an NFL ball, and so now it's just getting to the point where.
Did you start that this week?
Yeah. And so I feel good doing that, but, there's more to it, Don't just stand still and throw a ball and say I'm ready to go, there's a lot more that goes into it. So just taking it one step at a time and see where we are.
This is, we've talked about this uncharted territory for you, but in your mind, where you want to be at this point in your comeback, are you where you want to be? Are you ahead, or do you have a feel for that?
I'm still ahead. My expectations are maybe a bit aggressive. So there's certainly been those days, where you didn't quite make it as far as you had expected in your mind, in regards to progress. And then I'm reminded by those around me that, man, this is still really, really good for all things considered. And so I'm just trying to stay very positive. Listen, watching our guys play the way they're playing, and being a part of that it's part of the journey right now, and I'm just trying to do everything that I can with my rehab to get back as quickly as I can, provide whatever support I can for the rest of the guys, for Teddy, for the guys on offense, for the guys on defense. I mean, you get to observe a little bit more, being in the position that I'm in right now. And, I'm spending a lot of time in the training room, a lot more time in the training room than I really want to. But just one step at a time here.
Last question I have, can I read between the lines in your last statement that you're saying, man, I want to get back, and maybe Coach Payton's like, you got to get back when you're right? Are those kind of conversations you have? Because I know you guys talk quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, from the very beginning with Sean, it's, hey, do what you got to do to, get ready to play your best, and so I think he's just waiting for me to tell him when that is, or just, just trusting the process here. There's a lot of people involved in this, right? It's physical therapists, and it's all those people that are part of my team, that are in my corner, right, that are, helping to, get me to where I need to be. And then it's also, you know, my feeling, right? Like either I have it or I don't yet, you know, and it's coming. And it's, you know, man, I did things today I couldn't do 2 days ago. That happens every 2 days, seriously. So it's getting better.
Thanks for your time. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, Drew Brees here in Jacksonville said he threw with the real NFL football this week. That's progress. We'll keep checking on his progress next week in Chicago. Back to you guys.